Hey everybody, welcome back. Chris McCormick, Vice President of Tour and Education here at True Spec Golf, joined by Blake Smith, our studio supervisor and master fitter. So today, we have an opportunity to take a first look at Odyssey's new release in the putter category. So something that we've come to expect from Odyssey is AI design. So no exception here, new AI 1 putters. They've taken all of that AI technology from data collection over years and years of tour testing and now incorporated some of that data into a couple of putter models. So Blake, you want to take a look at what do we have going on here with these two particular models?
So they have the white hot version. So that's not going to be a milled version of the putter. That's going to be more designed to have huge MOI, all the technology packed into this. They have a window here that shows how the AI is changing the back of that face. So they're really focusing in on off-center hits, a lot like drivers. So on the back of that face of the driver, they have thick spots and thin spots based on misses. So they've really boosted the MOI on that one. They also have this one, this milled version. So the milled version has a titanium milled face. It's a deep mill. So they really did a good job as far as like feel with this putter. It's really eye-catching with that gold face. Gold and black's really eye-catching when it comes to this. This design here, this 7 is what I play. So I'm partial to this. This milled is just all one milling. So it's all one construction. So this putter is great. They come with this Stroke Lab steel shaft. So they changed the Stroke Lab a little bit. They went from graphite to steel. It's really just about how the light and stiff aspect is with this shaft. The whole overall construction here is going to keep Odyssey, I think, in the driver's seat.
I 100% agree. And one thing that we're going to see with these guys is in the new AI 1 family, between the white hot and also the milled version, is there's a variety of popular different shapes, different balance points, different optics. So they're really trying to create something for the everyday golfer, as well as the tour player. So I'd say before we jump into this, make sure, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and with that, let's do some testing.
Let's do it.
To kick things off, we're going to start AI 1 milled. So like we talked about in our introduction, this guy here, titanium milled face, full milled chassis, and new Stroke Lab design in a 90-gram steel shaft rather than the conventional red and steel that we were used to seeing in the 70-gram option. So upping the weight in the shaft, we have a now opportunity to put a counterbalance weight between 20 and 30 grams depending upon the length and head weight size that we select. So a lot of different field components at play here. So curious to see what your interpretation is as we try AI 1 milled.
Yeah,
in this particular plumber's neck and the number 7 head shape, Xander Schauffele has made this extremely popular on tour.
Yeah. I mean, it just makes it, when you look at this, it's like, okay, this just wants to go straight. Everything is just straight to it. That initial feel was really good. And I missed that maybe a little bit on the toe. That was really square though.
So the AI tech in the face, I mean, just kind of to your point there, missing it on the toe, missing it on the heel. When they were doing initial testing with Jon Rahm right before the Ryder Cup, they basically presented this product to Rahm and told him, hey, here's an extra 2 feet of actual rollout on a miss hit towards the toe and towards the heel. So when they were comparing putting stats with Rahm for the 2023 season, that extra 2 feet would have taken him from 28th in strokes gained putting up to 8th.
Yeah.
I mean, just 2 feet. I mean, you figure average tour player, proximity to the hole on the approach shot, 32 feet. Now, that starts to bring in a lot of 3-putt components here.
Yep.
So if you have that first putt from an average of 32 feet, now getting 2 feet closer, and going back to Rahm and his putting stats, 99.8% from that 3-4 feet range.
Yeah,
and
I mean, when you've got a long putt, so you got a 30, 35 footer, you got a lot more stroke going on. I mean, no matter who it is, tour player, amateur. So when you make that MOI the way that they have made this so forgiving, you ring it way off the heel or the toe, and you get that extra couple of rolls, you get a little bit closer, and then your percentages just go up no matter who you are. That's really where this AI I think's going. So it's just all about, you know, how that off-center hit is. I'm gonna hit one here off the toe on purpose. and that's really stable. I mean, I didn't feel any torsion, because you know when you hit it off the toe, that face is going to open. You're going to feel some torsion. Didn't feel anything, and the thing just went, that ball just went dead straight. So then I hit it off the heel. The same kind of thing. Right in the middle of the hole. Yeah, I mean, MOI is definitely increased. I mean, with my 7, I could really feel differences right off the heel, off the toe. This one I didn't feel anything. It sounded the same too.
I'd say that kind of wraps it up for AI1 milled.
Yep.
Let's make a transition into second model that we're going to test, staying in the number 7 head, but now going into that white hot face that so many players have come to absolutely love.
Yeah.
So it should be a little different feel, a little more forgiving, and higher MOI even than AI1 milled.
Yep.
So let's make a change and take a look at that guy.
All right, let's do it.
So second model I want to test, AI1 white hot. So this guy, we've got an aluminum backing that has that AI tech milled into it that's now molded to the ever popular white hot insert that we've all kind of come to love and very highly accepted and demanded by some of the best players in the world. So this guy, multi-material construction, same Stroke Lab 90 shaft, same 20 to 30 gram counterbalance, just like we saw in the milled, but really curious your interpretation of feel between the milled titanium insert and this aluminum and urethane combo in the white hot.
Just like that milled one, really good optics, really square. Wow.
And straight away,
soft.
definitely big difference in the acoustics.
Yeah.
I mean, between the milled and that white hot insert, there's quite a big difference just in the sound at impact.
Yeah, I guess, and from what we were told, this thing was really fast off the face, and they had to mill this to slow it down, which is really an interesting thing. That means the MOI is gigantic on this thing. That one was a little bit of a mishit, but it was really stable.
Well, that's the whole story here, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can miss it across the face, and energy transfer into the ball through impact stays relatively consistent across the face. So that's the whole selling point for what Odyssey was attempting to do with this AI design behind those face inserts.
Well, that's 3 in a row, and I didn't miss the exact center of the hole, so I'm doing something right here.
So, and I think it's important to note, if you're looking for something that's going to be a little bit more forgiving across the board, going into this white hot family, there's a little more movement and a little bit more forgiveness across the face, a little more stability than what we're going to see in the milled counterpart. So somebody that is a traditional milled putter player,
Yep.
definitely going to gravitate more towards that feel that they're getting from the AI1 milled.
Yep, and this counterbalancing, I don't feel anything. Like it's almost non-existent, but it just feels really stable. So when I feel counterbalancing, a lot of times I freak out about it. So this just feels like it's a pendulum and just wants to stay really square and straight, and that's 5 in a row right in the middle of the hole.
I like the sound off of this face, actually.
It's really solid. This
So-
is a great putter.
I'm curious to take a look at this data
Yeah.
and see how much of a difference there is between speed and spin coming off of the white hot face and then compare it to the milled.
Yeah, that will be interesting, definitely. Let's
So,
check that out.
Take a look.
Yeah.
So Blake, taking a look at the data here, and I do want to point out there's not a big data story between the two, because the story with these guys is all about stability and preservation of ball speed across the face when you miss center.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, 2 different faces in the white hot with the aluminum backing, and then also this milled face insert from titanium. So, I mean, walk us through, what do you see as far as the comparison between the two?
I mean, first and foremost, that ball speed sticks out to me. I mean, I could feel that this is a little bit faster because it just felt a little bit more solid. That titanium just felt like that ball just kind of sprung off the face.
Sure.
This one just felt like it absorbed the face a little bit more like my OG insert that I'm used to. I mean, obviously that's gonna feel like home, but when I see this and I get that maybe 1 more roll, maybe 2 more rolls, that could equate to 2 or 3 shots sometimes. That would be really good. As far as launch spin goes, same kind of thing. I mean, there's a difference there, and it's an interesting difference. It's clear that I de-lofted the AI1 a little bit more. It was a little bit more true with the milled. I think that might have had something to do with optics. I don't know. I mean, I made the same exact stroke through and through. That's why we do the fittings. We see these small differences, and then we fit to the person the right thing for that person.
No, absolutely. And I mean, to your point, optics, shape, feel off the face, all of that's completely unique to the player. So really important with all of the different head designs and all of the different neck designs and the optics that Odyssey's going to have available for us. There's an opportunity to really fine tune every component during a fitting.
Yeah, I mean, I like that window thing. You know, if I got that putter, I'd
the
be like,
window
check the
thing.
window. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, wearing the tech on your sleeve. I mean, Callaway's all about that, showing that, I mean, AI does everything on this. I mean, obviously the engineers have a lot to do with it, but AI is going to be front and center. They're going to really be the driver of how that design is done, and then the engineers come in and clean it up a little bit and make it really very presentable.
Now, with that, I'd say really good options there. And like we were kind of talking about, opportunity for everybody. So with that, make sure to give us a like, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.